Mini lecture script, Feminist Criticism, excerpted by Ron Waddy from Purdue University, OWL Online Writing Lab. Feminist Criticism, 1960s to the present. Feminist criticism is concerned with the ways in which literature and other cultural productions reinforce or undermine the economic, political, social, and psychological oppression of women. Tyson, page 83. This school of theory looks at how aspects of our culture are inherently patriarchal, male-dominated, and aims to expose misogyny in writing about women, which can take explicit and implicit forms. This misogyny, Tyson reminds us, can extend into diverse areas of our culture. Quote, perhaps the most chilling example is found in the world of modern medicine, where drugs prescribed for both sexes often have been tested on male subjects only. 55. 85. Feminist criticism is also concerned with less obvious forms of marginalization, such as the exclusion of women writers from the traditional literary canon. Quote, unless the critical or historical point of view is feminist, there is a tendency to underrepresent the contribution of women writers. Tyson, 84. Common space in feminist theories. Though a number of different approaches exist in feminist criticism, there exist some areas of commonality. This list is excerpted from Tyson, page 92. 1. Women are oppressed by patriarchy, economically, politically, socially, and psychologically. Patriarchal ideology is the primary means by which women are oppressed. In every domain where patriarchy reigns, women is other. She is marginalized, defined only by her difference from male norms and values. 3. All of Western, Anglo-European civilization is deeply rooted in patriarchal ideology. For example, in the biblical portrayal of Eve as the origin of sin and death in the world. While biology determines our sex, male or female, culture determines our gender, scales of masculine and feminine. 5. All feminist activity, including feminist theory and literary criticism, has its ultimate goal to change the world by prompting gender equality. 6. Gender issues play a part in every aspect of human production and experience, including the production and experience of literature, whether we are consciously aware of these issues or not. Feminist criticism has in many ways followed what some theorists call the three waves of criticism of feminism. Typical questions. How is the relationship between men and women portrayed? What are the power relationships between men and women or characters assuming male-female roles? How are male and female roles defined? What constitutes masculinity and femininity? How do characters embody these traits? How do characters take on traits from opposite genders? How so? How does this change others' reactions to them? What does the work reveal about the operations, economically, politically, socially, or psychologically, of patriarchy? What does the work imply about possibilities of sisterhood as a mode of resisting patriarchy? What does the work say about women's creativity? What does the history of the work's reception by the public and by the critics tell us about the operation of patriarchy? What role does the work play in terms of women's literary history and literary tradition? Tyson.